It wasn't just a ship, it was a dream. The snow-white, shining Titanic left the port as if it had emerged from the fantasies of the Golden Age. Steel and gloss, jazz music on the deck, and the laughter of those who believed that everything was just beginning. There was a whole world on board, rich and poor, dreams and fears, masks and hopes. But among the thousands of faces, there was she, Rose, dark-haired, bold, in a short, tight dress, with scarlet lips and a gaze as sharp as a razor. Everyone looked at her, but only he saw Jack, a fair-haired guy with an open heart and an unbuttoned shirt, behind which strength was hidden. He didn't have a name, a fortune, or a first-class ticket, but he had a dream. And freedom. They were from different worlds, but one meeting turned everything upside down. Their love flared up like a spark in the darkness. They danced, laughed, hid from the valets, broke the rules and breathed each other as if they knew time is short. She posed for him, bold and alive, and he looked at her as if she were a miracle that happened once and for all. But in the cold darkness of the Atlantic, an icy enemy was already sliding. An iceberg. First, silence. Then, a blow. Panic. Screams. Chaos. The roar of tearing metal. And everything that was eternal began to sink. Their world was a drowning palace, but they did not give up. Together they fought their way through the flooded corridors, amidst shock and fear. Every step like the last. Every look like a farewell. When the ship tilted into the abyss, she was saved. He stayed. He held her until the last. Even when the water became a grave, he did not let go. Because love is not only life, it is a sacrifice. She remembered him every day, his strength, his kindness, his voice, and in her heart, the Titanic did not perish. It remained where the waves whisper memories, where love is eternal. Because sometimes, one meeting, one night, one kiss can change an entire eternity. Because sometimes, one meeting, one night, one kiss can change an entire eternity. But the story of the Titanic is not only about love, it is about people, about courage in the last minutes, about the musicians who played until the very end, about the sailors handing out life jackets, knowing that they themselves would not be saved, about those who gave up their place in the lifeboat, about those who did not run but stayed. Because honor, like love, does not drown. There was fear on the decks, but there was also light. People held hands, whispered prayers, said goodbye, and forgave. In those moments, everything unnecessary disappeared. Money, status, masks, only hearts remained. And in this chaos, in the midst of icy horror, the greatest truth was born. We are alive as long as we love. Rose survived, but a part of her remained there, in that night, in that look, in that kiss, in the wind. She returned to the world different and empty, but with a fire in her soul, with a memory that no one could take away. And every time she looked at the sea, she felt he was near. All she had was a name, a story, and a secret that she carried through the years. And today, when the ship set off, when the horns sound in the ports, when the waves reflect in the sunset, we still remember, not just a catastrophe, but strength, passion, choice, sacrifice. Titanic is not ruins on the bottom. It is a living legend written by hearts. And although it lies in the darkness, among the sand and debris, the love born on its decks still burns. Because the most powerful stories don't drown. They live in us.